Hello, and welcome to Lenore-Rhyne University's Work-Study Supervisor Training for the year 2023-2024. Today's agenda: we are going to explain important human resources information, review work-study definitions and the process of hiring, share keys to success for supervisors, discuss recruiting and hiring, review the dynamic work authorization form, share onboarding and on-the-job tips, highlight the work-study fair, and give important contacts for work-study. Some important human resources information to share is that work-study requests begin with the supervisor first through the work authorization dynamic form. This updated form will be emailed to all faculty and staff. After a supervisor completes their portion and hits save, students will complete their section of the form and then receive a link through ADP for onboarding. ADP is our human resources payroll processing software. Student background checks will usually not be needed. And also, a student needs to meet with a person in human resources with hard copy original I-9 documents if they are a new student or if they're a returning student and they haven't worked for up to a year. Students cannot begin work until the supervisor receives email clearance from Human Resources. This is the list of I-9 documents that are required to begin work at Lenore-Rhyne. Students must provide original hard copies of these forms in person to Human Resources. The staff in the Human Resources office will be available Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 in the Lineberger building on the first floor to assist with this paperwork. Let's go through some work-study definitions. The part-time temporary employment programs help carry out the daily operations of the university while providing students work experience and a source of income to help with their indirect educational expenses. These employment programs are not intended to provide students with an income substantial enough to cover large expenses, such as car payments or car insurance. The federal work-study program is designed to promote access to part-time employment to help students with their indirect educational expenses. The financial aid office, based on federal regulations and confidential information regarding the student's financial status, determines eligibility for federal work-study. Students will receive an award letter regarding if they qualify for federal work-study or not. Students who have questions about their eligibility should contact Melody Laney in the financial aid office, and her information is provided at the end of this presentation. The departmental work-study program was designed by Lenore-Rhyne to allow most students who are not eligible for federal work-study to obtain employment on campus. The No Child Left Behind project, a federal community service program, is an off-campus tutoring program designed to allow college students to help with elementary school-age children improving their reading and mathematics skills. Students must have received an award letter indicating their eligibility for federal work-study in order to be eligible for this opportunity. It is also coordinated by Melody Laney in the financial aid office. Some keys to success. The role of the supervisor is vital to the success of any student employment learning program. The supervisor takes responsibility to provide the training, guidance, and instruction to students. We also agree to monitor the quality of work performance and learning. We understand that the career readiness of Lenore-Rhyne students is enhanced by the quality of their on-campus work-study experience. Supervisors also take responsibility for reviewing and approving time cards on ADP. Regular reminders will be sent to do so. We also take responsibility to ensure that students do not work over 20 hours per week and preferably have only one job, 2 at the absolute most. Pay rates and budget. Each department has been given a departmental and a federal work-study budget. If you're not sure what your budget is, go to your direct supervisor. You will set the hourly pay rate for your student, which must be at least $7.25 an hour. And remember, should you expend your entire budget prior to the end of the academic year, you will not be able to employ students until new budgets are given. Each supervisor should use the department's complete and accurate budget code on all employment paperwork and timesheets to ensure that the correct department is charged and the student receives a paycheck. The student will need to be aware of the department budget code as well. If you're unsure of your department's budget code, contact the payroll office in Human Resources. Students who are eligible for federal funds can earn up to $1,000 per semester, but it can be less. This information is housed in the financial aid office with Melody Laney. Recruitment and hiring process. On-campus job opportunities are competitive. This is a great learning experience for our students, so they can learn how to navigate a competitive job market. You, as an on-campus supervisor, have the option to post online at any time of the year on Handshake when you have a work study opportunity that you would like to fill. Contact Katie Woolman in the Career Center for help with that. You have the option to recruit at the Work Study Job Fair annually. This year's fair is Monday, August 21st from 10 to noon in the Cromer Center. Students have been made aware of this event. You have the option to use your own application forms, interview process, and check references. Once you select a student you would like to hire, you will complete the Work Study Authorization Dynamic Form, which can be found in your email. This needs to be completed within 3 days of employment. A student cannot work without all their paperwork completed. Because we have fewer job opportunities than students seeking work, we want to work towards students only having one on-campus employer. So when you are recruiting, ask your student if they already have a job on campus. ADP, our new HR software system, cannot accommodate more than 2 jobs per student. The work authorization process includes the supervisor filling out the dynamic form. The supervisor completes the top half and then submits it. Then that form will automatically get sent to your student. You will then receive an email when they complete their form. You will receive another email when they are approved to work from Human Resources. Onboarding and training. Give students a copy of the Work Study Student Handbook. Provide the student with your job description and identify his or her supervisor. Clearly explain the essential functions and responsibilities of the role you're asking them to perform. Clearly explain their performance expectations, work schedule, and wages. Once a student is hired, inform the student of all of your departmental policies and procedures. For instance, what to do when they need to be absent from work, what to do if they think they're going to be late to work, how you expect them to conduct themselves, and dress is all very important to explain to your student. We also want to provide proper training and supervision. Katie in the Career Center can assist with training upon your request. If you would like communication assessments, time management workshops, resume tips, or professional behaviors, contact Katie Woolman in the Career Center. I'm happy to come do a session for your students. Once you've hired a student and they are working, we want to evaluate student work performance regularly using clear, realistic expectations. Talk directly with your student if they are not meeting expectations. Give opportunities for improvement and document the warnings you give them. If expectations are not met on a consistent basis, termination of employment can occur. Ideally, students can learn how to succeed in the workplace in their work study settings. Assist them with that goal by encouraging respectful attire, professional behaviors, such as being on time, following through with tasks that you've assigned to them, communicating kindly and clearly via email, in writing, and in person. If you do decide to terminate a student, please notify Erica Freeman in the Human Resources Office as soon as you do that. Approving timesheets. Students are paid via direct deposit with ADP. False statements or misrepresentation of reported hours is a serious violation of federal law and may be a criminal offense. Students will clock or punch in and out each work shift. Supervisors can edit these if needed. Help your students remember to clock in and clock out, as this is a new feature in ADP. Or excuse me, this is a feature with our new software system, ADP. Supervisors should approve their timesheets biweekly by Tuesday. By approving, supervisors are confirming that the hours worked are accurate, the department code allocation is correct, and the student is working under their maximum hours. Please note, if a student is working in more than one work-study position, which is not recommended, supervisors must collaborate to ensure the combined hours remain below 20 hours a week. Any questions with this process can be directed toward human resources, and contact information is provided at the end of this training session. The Work-Study Job Fair is held annually on the first day of classes. This year, Monday, August 21st, from 10 to noon, we will be in the Cromer Center lobby. This event is hosted by the Career Center. If you would like to recruit, you must RSVP so that I know to save your table. Many people collaborate in order to make work-study happen at Lenoir-Rhyne University. To post a job or arrange for a staff training session, you are welcome to contact Katie Woolman in the Career Center. To verify a student's federal work-study eligibility or check on their status throughout the year, you're welcome to contact Melody Laney in the Financial Aid Office. To ask questions about ADP, human resources, payroll, onboarding, those questions would be directed to our human resources staff listed here. For technical questions about the Work-Study Authorization Dynamic Form, you have contact information provided as well. We hope that this information is helpful in preparing you to supervise work-study students this year, and we know it's going to be a fabulous year. Go Bears!